God says, this message is for you. Today, May 9th, Archangel Michael says someone from heaven is trying to talk to you about a person who is leaving you forever. This is not a joke. Don't skip this. Open it immediately. It's just for you. Don't try to skip this. You have been walking through your days as if everything around you is still holding together, but something has already begun to slip away. You feel it in the silence between conversations. You feel it in the way certain people now look at you, not with warmth, but with hesitation. A shift is occurring, and heaven has taken notice. This is not just a shift of emotion or situation. This is a turning point in your destiny, and I, the Lord your God, am speaking to you now because you must not ignore it. There is a person, one who holds a deep space in your life, someone you may never have imagined would step away. Yet the heavenly realm is stirring because this person is about to make a final decision. A spiritual line is being drawn in your life, and this is your last opportunity to become aware before the door shuts and you are left asking why. Archangel Michael stands now, his sword sheathed but his voice thunderous. He has come to awaken your soul. He says, someone from heaven is trying to speak with you. Don't ignore the signs. There is a voice you once loved that has not stopped speaking, even after they departed this earth. They have been trying to warn you about what's unfolding. But your heart is distracted. Your spirit is weary. Your ears have been clouded by earthly noise. Open up and hear. Open and receive. Open before it's too late. You must understand, this is not just about grief or memory. This is a living warning. A person who once walked beside you in life now walks in glory, and they have tried again and again to send the message. The one you love is going to leave. Not in death, but in distance. They are going to walk away, and you won't even know why, unless you listen now. They have already been changing. Their heart is not with you the way it once was. They are talking to someone else, someone who is pulling them emotionally, spiritually, and even physically farther from your circle. They are no longer fighting for you like they used to. And while you remain in a space of trust, hoping they'll stay, the plan has already begun. But here's the part no one told you. The one whispering into their ear is not just another person. It is a spiritual influence, one from the shadows, that is using human voices to manipulate hearts. This is not just betrayal. This is spiritual theft. You are being stolen from, not in the form of money or objects, but in love, loyalty, and destiny. Heaven is roaring about this. That is why Archangel Michael has descended into your moment. The person from heaven is trying to stop this. They loved you in ways even you didn't fully realize while they were alive. And now that they have been granted the vision of what's truly happening in your life, they are desperate to send a message. That message is this: don't stay quiet. Don't keep trusting blindly. Don't assume everyone with you is still for you. Wake up and fight. There is something you need to remember, something this person from heaven once told you or showed you. They may have said something small, like, "Watch out for that person," or "I don't trust them." Or they may have said nothing but gave you a strange look that you never understood. That moment is coming back to your mind now because heaven is resurfacing it. It's not just memory. It's divine alert. That same person is now the one influencing your current pain. Look closely. You're going to see a confirmation of this in the next 48 hours. Someone will say something strange. A name will be mentioned. A photo will appear. Or a conversation will turn awkward, and your spirit will suddenly feel tight, as though something invisible is squeezing your heart. That will be the moment you realize, this was the warning. God says, "I love you too much to stay silent. I've watched you cry, silently, behind your own strength. You've carried everyone. You've smiled while breaking. But now, you must listen. The person you love deeply is changing. Their feet are moving in a direction that leaves you behind. If you don't stop it now, you won't have the chance again. I am sending this message to your spirit because the physical signs are not enough anymore. You need to feel this deep in your bones. There are conversations happening about you that you're not part of. Plans. Decisions. Agreements. Secrets. But what they don't know is that you are covered. This is why I, the Lord your God, have sent Michael to speak to you. The enemy planned this betrayal thinking you'd be blind and silent. But I have lit a fire in your soul now. And you are going to see. Archangel Michael says, a person from heaven is standing behind you in the spirit, trying to protect you from the pain of losing someone again. But you must not ignore this. You must not close this message and go back to pretending everything is fine. It's not fine. And if you do not act, you will wake up one morning and they'll be gone, with no explanation, just a goodbye. Let me ask you something, and I ask this not to hurt you but to awaken you. Why do you keep fighting for someone who does not fight for you? Why are you waiting for love that only shows up when it needs something? Why are you silent in rooms where your name is being torn apart? And why do you believe that loyalty means staying even when you're being left? The person from heaven tried to teach you better while they were still here. But now, they're trying to reach you one last time, from the other side. They're crying in the spirit, crying for your awareness, crying for your strength. They know what this person is planning to do. They've seen it from above. And they are shaking the heavens to stop it. God says, you are not alone. I have marked you. I have preserved you. I have fought for you even when you didn't know it. But now it is your turn. You must choose not to be the victim again. You must protect your heart from the next heartbreak that's already forming in secret. Ask me, and I will expose what you need to see. Speak to me, and I will give you peace even in chaos. You must open your eyes now. You must become alert to the signs. Why have their conversations grown shorter? Why do they avoid eye contact when you bring up the future? Why do they suddenly seem unavailable when you need them most? Why is their phone always turned away? Why are they always tired when you want to connect? These are not small things. These are spiritual indicators. And heaven is screaming through them. You are not crazy. You are not overthinking. Your spirit has always known when something is wrong. But you pushed it down because you didn't want to lose them. Now, the truth is surfacing. You are not losing them, you are watching them leave. Slowly. Quietly. Secretly. This is your warning before it becomes final. Archangel Michael says, there is still time. But not much. This is your moment. Heaven has paused to let you choose, stay blind, or walk with divine vision. Mourn the loss later, or stop the loss now. God says, I will stand with you. If they leave, I will hold you. If they stay, I will heal what has been damaged. But I will not let you suffer unknowingly. I am too good to keep secrets from you when you ask me for truth. Look around you now. Who has suddenly grown distant? Who has changed tone when speaking to you? Who once fought for you but now avoids conflict entirely? That person is emotionally detaching. And the spirit of confusion is whispering to them. But the voice of the one in heaven who loves you is louder, if you would only listen. The voice says, please, my dear one. I am still watching over you. Don't trust them just because you once loved them. People change. Spirits twist. And hearts can become cold. I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm trying to protect you. You still have time to redirect your love to the one who will never abandon you, God Himself. And God says, I will restore to you what they tried to take. I will send someone who does not walk away. But you must not chase shadows while the sun is still shining over you. Look toward me. Cry if you must. But rise again. You're not broken. You're being rebuilt. You're not abandoned. You're being rescued. And the one in heaven who tried to call you when they were alive? They're still fighting for you. Even now. Don't make their voice disappear into silence again. Hear them. This message is sacred. It is not a coincidence. You are being spiritually warned before a permanent goodbye strikes your world. Use this moment. Take the step. Let heaven guide you. Let love, not manipulation, be your truth. And know this, What leaves you now is making space for something far more divine. What tries to exit your life without explanation is being replaced by what God has always meant for you. What you lose in human form, heaven will return in divine overflow. Trust. Believe. Act. Today is not the end. It's the awakening. Open your eyes. Open your heart. And let God guide you out of the dark into His purpose. Heaven is watching. Your angel is speaking. And the person from above has done all they can. Now it's your turn to choose. Will you hear, or will you lose? Today is May 9th. This is not a coincidence. This is a divine appointment. A sacred moment wrapped in the mystery of eternity. I, the Lord your God, am speaking directly to you, not to a group, not to the world, not to your neighbor, but to you. You are not imagining this. You didn't land on this message by accident. Heaven has been trying to reach you. Archangel Michael has been dispatched with urgency, with clarity, with fire in his eyes, because something is happening that you must not ignore. Someone from heaven is trying to talk to you. A voice from eternity is crying out for you to listen, to open your spirit, to become still and hear the truth you have been avoiding. There is someone you love deeply. Their presence has marked your soul, touched your heart, and affected your destiny. But now, they are leaving. And not just physically. Not just emotionally. Spiritually, something final is taking place. And the one from heaven, whether it be a loved one past, a guardian angel, or even your future self through the Spirit, is urgently trying to communicate with you. The message is urgent. This is not a metaphor. This is not symbolic. This is happening now. And if you do not take it seriously, you will miss something that you cannot get back. You felt it, haven't you? The strange heaviness. The dreams that don't make sense. The flashbacks to memories you had buried. The moments where it felt like someone was watching over you but no one was there. That was not your imagination. That was the unseen realm trying to get your attention. That was someone from heaven trying to speak. But your heart was cluttered. The noise of the world too loud. So now I have sent this message, wrapped in urgency and sealed with heaven's authority. Listen to me. The person who is leaving you forever, they are not just walking away. They are disconnecting spiritually. Their journey is taking them far from where I have called you to be. This is not punishment. This is positioning. But it will feel like heartbreak. It will feel like confusion. It will feel like betrayal. But I need you to see beyond the emotion. I need you to recognize that what feels like a loss is actually a rescue. You prayed for clarity. You asked me to show you who was real. You asked me to remove every fake relationship, every hidden agenda, every voice that was not sent by me. And now, I am answering that prayer, but it comes with a cost. The cost is separation. The cost is discomfort. But would you rather have temporary pain or lifelong deception? Would you rather cry now or suffer silently for decades? Archangel Michael is standing before you, sword drawn, not against you, but for you. He has been watching this situation for a long time. The spiritual records of this relationship, of every lie, every truth, every betrayal, every intention, have been read in the heavenly court. And now judgment has been passed. The departure must happen. The disconnection is divine. But you must be willing to accept it. The voice from heaven is someone who once walked this earth with you. Someone who saw you, knew you, loved you, and now sees what you do not. They are screaming through the veil, telling you to wake up, to look closer, to ask the question you've been afraid to ask. They are warning you not to hold on to someone whose heart is already walking away. They are telling you that this relationship, as you know it, is over, not because of death, but because of destiny. You can't force someone to stay in a story God has ended. You can't breathe life into something that heaven has declared dead. And you must stop blaming yourself for their decision. You have done all you could. You gave love. You gave forgiveness. You gave second, third, fourth chances. But the longer you hold on, the more you delay what I'm trying to bring into your life next. Today, yes, today, you will notice signs. You will hear a name. A word. A memory. A message. Something will pierce your spirit. It will feel random, but it's not. It is your confirmation. Heaven is validating this message. Pay attention. Don't brush it off. There is also a secret involved. The person leaving you has not told you everything. They are hiding part of the truth because they want to leave without confrontation. They want to vanish quietly. They think silence will protect them from guilt. But I see all. And I reveal what is hidden in the right moment. Do not chase after explanations. Do not beg for clarity from a heart that has already moved on. Instead, wait for my timing. I will reveal everything in due season. You are not being punished. You are being purified. I am removing what doesn't belong because I'm making room for something new. Someone new. Yes, you will love again. And it will not feel like this. You won't have to beg. You won't have to prove yourself. You won't have to guess whether they care. The next season of love in your life will be full of peace, not confusion. Full of clarity, not manipulation. Full of joy, not fear. But for that to begin, this must end. You've cried enough. Heaven has collected every tear. Not one has been wasted. The one from heaven trying to reach you, your loved one, they have pleaded on your behalf. They have stood before me, reminding me of your pain, asking for mercy, asking for intervention. And because of their prayers, because of their cries, I am stepping in. This message, right now, is your lifeline. It is your confirmation. It is your warning and your blessing wrapped together. The person leaving you forever is not just changing location. They are changing alignment. Spiritually, emotionally, purposefully, they are going in a direction that cannot include you. That doesn't make them evil. But it makes them dangerous to your destiny if you continue to hold on. There's an expiration date on this bond. And the time is now. I am healing you, even as you read this. I am beginning the work in your heart, deep in places you never speak of. The pain is surfacing not to harm you, but to release you. Let it come. Let the emotions rise. Let the grief pass through you. But do not make the mistake of holding on. What's leaving is not your end, it's your beginning. And listen carefully, there is something they never told you. A decision they made behind your back. A conversation they had with someone you never suspected. A plan that involved walking away quietly. That's why everything started feeling distant, cold, unsure. Your spirit picked it up before your mind did. That was me warning you. But you kept hoping. You kept fighting. And I honor that. But now I am saying, let go. Release them. I have better for you. The person in heaven wants you to know that you are not alone. They are with you. Their spirit is closer than you think. They are fighting for your joy. They are pleading with me to protect your heart. They see what's coming. And they want you to make room for it. If you hold on to what's fading, you won't have the strength to embrace what's arriving. Let me remind you of something, you are not forsaken. You are not unworthy. You are not too broken to be loved again. What's ending now is not the end of you. It's the end of a lesson. A season. A chapter. The book continues. The wind is shifting. And with it, so must your posture. Stand up again. Fix your focus. Dry your tears. I am about to rewrite your story in a way that no one saw coming. Even those who walked away will marvel. They will watch from a distance and realize they left too soon. They will remember the purity of your love, the faithfulness of your heart, and they will regret. But by then, you will have moved forward. So what now? Today, May 9th, I want you to do 3 things. First, forgive. Even if they don't apologize. Even if they don't deserve it. Forgive. Not for them, but for you. Second, release. Write their name. Speak their name. And say, I release you. That's your spiritual unlocking. Third, prepare. Because what's coming will require space in your life, space in your heart, and space in your mind. Don't delay. Obey. Let go. And watch what I will do. You are not reading this by chance. You are reading this because the veil has been lifted. Because the one from heaven has finally reached you. Because the angels have cleared the way. Because Archangel Michael has fought off the last distraction. Because now, it's just you and me. Say yes to the shift. Trust me with the pain. Let the old go. I am doing something new. Not tomorrow. Not next week. Today. This is your moment. Don't try to skip this. Don't close this and forget. This is your heavenly message, written in the tears of a spirit who has been waiting for you to hear it. Let go. And step into the blessing. This moment is not a coincidence. This message is not something you found, it found you. My voice reaches through time, through realms unseen, and through the noise of your day to bring you this divine revelation. Today is not just another date, today is May 9th, a day that carries a message so personal, so urgent, and so sacred that the heavens have shaken to release it into your hands. Archangel Michael himself has been sent to deliver what you must now receive. This is not something to scroll past. This is not something to ignore. Someone from heaven is trying to talk to you. And it's about a person who is leaving you, forever. The spirit realm has been stirring with activity concerning your name. I, the Lord your God, have been watching over your life with intensity and holy fire. I've seen the connections you've built. I've seen the people you've held close to your heart. But I also see what you do not. I see what is hidden behind smiles. I see what is buried under silence. I see what is about to happen, and this message is your only lifeline. Archangel Michael says, this is your final warning, but also your divine invitation. Someone who is tied to your soul, someone whose presence has deeply impacted your spirit, is preparing to leave, not temporarily, but permanently. And the voice that comes from heaven is not merely information, it is intercession. It is someone you once loved, someone you may have lost, someone who resides in glory and has been watching over you with tears in their eternal eyes. They are trying to speak. They are trying to say something vital. And they are begging you not to ignore this moment. You may have sensed it already. That eerie stillness in your soul. That sudden memory that resurfaced out of nowhere. That dream you had where someone called your name. Those were not random. That was heaven trying to reach you. And the message is urgent, pay attention to who is fading away from your life right now. It may not be physical death, it may be a permanent departure of presence, connection, commitment, or loyalty. But whatever form it takes, it will shift the direction of your heart unless you receive this word from me. God says, I see the person you've tried to help. The one you kept praying for. The one you hoped would change. But now, Their journey is reaching a spiritual departure. This separation may feel painful, confusing, or even unfair, but I need you to know, it is divinely permitted. Not everyone is meant to remain in your story forever. Some souls were only meant to walk with you for a season, to teach you, to challenge you, or to serve as mirrors of your own soul. But now, I am calling them away, and you must let go. The one from heaven is crying out to you, saying, don't ignore this change. Don't resist this departure. Don't chase what God is removing. There is something greater ahead, but only if you release what's behind. You've been holding on to this connection like it defines your worth, but I, the Lord, am the one who defines you. You've allowed your identity to become too entangled with a person who was never meant to stay beyond this stage of your destiny. Michael says, this person is already emotionally drifting, spiritually detaching. You've sensed it. You've noticed how the conversations have changed, how the light in their eyes has dimmed, how their promises now come with hesitation. They are not saying everything, but their soul is preparing to walk away. And the voice from heaven, the one who loved you when they were on earth, who still loves you from eternity, is trying to shield you from the shock by preparing you with divine truth. God says, I am allowing this exit because I am making room for something holy. You have prayed for clarity. You have asked for peace. You have begged for purpose. But peace and purpose cannot rest in the house where confusion lives. I am not taking someone from you to punish you, I am shifting the environment so I can plant what I've promised. The seeds of joy cannot grow in soil soaked with constant sorrow. So I am uprooting what drains you and replacing it with what will bless you. Do not fight what I am freeing you from. There is a heavenly being who once walked beside you in flesh. They might have been a parent, a sibling, a lover, or a friend. They left this earth carrying questions in their spirit. They saw what you could not see. They knew what you were not yet ready to face. And now, with divine perspective from above, they see the person who is about to walk out of your life. And they are begging you to prepare. Don't be shocked. Don't crumble. Don't let this be the reason you lose yourself, they say. You are stronger than this goodbye. You are greater than this loss. You were created for more. God says, even though it will hurt, I am protecting you. I am removing a voice that once sounded like comfort but now echoes confusion. I am pulling away the person who smiles in your face but holds secrets in their heart. You will soon overhear something. A slip of the tongue. A strange action. A comment meant for someone else. That will be the sign. The moment of truth. The confirmation. It will not come from suspicion, but from revelation. And when it does, do not chase, do not beg, do not try to fix what I have allowed to break. Archangel Michael says, you must respond quickly. Heaven is calling you to respond with faith, not fear. Your emotions may cry out. Your heart may panic. But your spirit will know this was divine. The heavenly messenger trying to speak to you will continue to send signals, numbers, names, songs, dreams. The dead do not speak unless God permits. And this message is proof that you are being covered from beyond the veil. Do you remember the one you lost? The one whose passing broke your heart? They see you. They know what you're facing. They are standing with angels now, watching as your life enters a turning point. And they are whispering in the Spirit, "Be still. Trust God. Don't lose your mind when they walk away. Something better is on the other side." God says, "You will rise from this. You will not fall apart. You will not collapse in grief. You may cry. You may tremble. But I will hold you up. I will wrap you in peace so thick, so powerful, so unshakable, that those around you will ask, 'How are you so calm?' And you will say, 'Because I heard from God. Because I was warned. Because heaven spoke to me.' This is not just about them leaving you. This is about me drawing you back to myself. You have leaned too hard on human hands. You have depended too much on earthly voices. But now, you will learn to hear mine. I am jealous for your attention. I am desperate for your affection. And if it takes a departure to realign your heart, then let it be so. You will soon notice the change. The energy will shift. The connection will feel forced. The words won't land the same. That is me gently pulling you away, even before they say goodbye. I do not want you blindsided. I want you prepared. This message is your armor. This revelation is your sword. The person from heaven says, "I see who they really are." You love them, but you don't know everything. Trust God. Let go. Walk away if you must. The person who truly deserves you will never make you beg for clarity. They will not leave with vague explanations. They will honor your soul. Archangel Michael says, May 9th is not just a date, it is a doorway. The day you crossed from blindness to vision. From emotional attachment to spiritual authority. From loss to destiny. And from confusion to clarity. This message was not written by accident. It was written because your soul cried out, and heaven answered. God says, a new chapter begins now. The farewell is the first word of a new paragraph in your story. And you are not alone in writing it. I am the author and finisher of your faith. I will guide your pen. I will shape your path. And the ending of this chapter will not be marked by heartbreak, but by healing. So when they leave, let them. When they say it's over, don't chase. When they change, don't beg. Just whisper, "Thank you, Lord. For I will not let what you lose be greater than what I'm bringing." Now breathe. You've been seen. You've been chosen. And you've been warned. Amen.